Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dom Mafia Live, powered by BetUS. You're right, you read that title correctly. Are the Buffalo Bills, or is Buffalo Bills Keon Coleman's wrist injury more serious than we initially anticipated? And here's a question. Sorry, I had an aneurysm right there for a second. I had a stroke there for a second, it seems like. Here's a question. Why the hell have these fools not put Keon Coleman on the IR if the wrist injury was as significant as it evidently is? As we remember, he got injured during the Miami Dolphins game. And say, for example, that he is out against the LA Rams on Sunday. We have to ask ourselves, why the hell was he not put on IR? Were there some sort of setbacks that we didn't understand? Were there maybe more of a pain tolerance sort of situation, right? I'm really hoping that he is out there against LA, not necessarily thinking that we need him. I'm fine with trying to make sure that he's at 100%. I've seen a couple of people come out and say we don't want him back unless he's at 100 exactly, not necessarily at 90% after the fact. But I think it's a fair question, especially since he's been gone for well over 4 weeks at this point. So what the hell is going on with that wrist injury? I'm sitting here watching a bunch of clips at practice. He seems to be catching the ball completely fine. Maybe some of the training staff is concerned about how he's going to feel during run blocking scenarios. I'm not particularly sure. But again, third day in a row where he was in a red non-contact jersey. All right. Good news is that we do have some answers as far as our overall injury report that we're going to understand here shortly. But super, super excited to dive into that. Folks, as you're coming in, do me a favor, smash that like button right now, baby. 85 of you on X, 77 of you on YouTube. Today's topic, we are unpacking everything that we learned from the injury report today, and then just some last-minute Q&A. Things are absolutely immaculate over here. I do want to go ahead and remind everybody that this show is brought to you by our good friends over at BetUS. BetUS is currently matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000 and 125% of your second and your third, guys. Take advantage of this. All you need to do is just go to their website and utilize code YouTube150. And as you can see, the Buffalo Bills are -3.5 favorites while going over to California. Let's not talk about the fact that Josh Allen only has a single loss there. So who knows? Who knows? What's the best bet we can put up there, folks? I'm not necessarily sure. Maybe the over might be interesting. This Buffalo Bills team has been putting up 30 for the past, 6-7 games. I don't think that they miss a beat, especially against a struggling LA Rams defense. I 110% can see that happening. Now, I do also want to give a giant shout out right to anybody that is looking for somewhere to watch the football game on Sunday. Head on over to Batavia Downs, Club Bud Light at 34 Rush. Folks, Thurman Thomas is going to be there. Grab a picture with him at halftime and go to the best possible place to watch Buffalo Bills football, and that just so happens to be Club Bud Light at 34 Rush. Go on ahead, mark it over there. I promise you will not regret it. It is the number one place to go for all of your Buffalo Bills needs and Buffalo Bills game film. We have Spin coming on in saying if he went on IR, he would be out for the Rams game and would be the final game he would be forced to miss because of the IR. We have Jason coming in. I assume so. I'm wrong. I apologize. My guy Brent's coming in here real fast. Rest Coleman up for when we need him down the road. I mean, listen, one thing that we have learned is that this Buffalo Bills team clearly does perform well without Keon Coleman and some key pieces missing. We are depthed out when it comes to all position groups across this team. Super happy about that. We have smash that like button. The Flexican is in the chat, man. I absolutely love that. Smash that like button, turn on that notification bell, share the channel with your Mafia friends and get them to join the channel. Mike Blake is in the chat. What's going on, man? How are you doing? So in your opinion, when do you think he will play? I mean, dude, here's the thing. I think that all right. I genuinely believe that he could have played against Kansas City prior to the bye. I do. I think that he could have played against San Francisco. But then again, it must have been a crazy pain tolerance sort of situation because for the past couple of weeks, he has been practicing limited, but still, we've seen videos of him catching footballs Maybe it has to do with run blocking. That is the only thing that is really jumping out to me as a possible explanation. Here's my gut feeling, and I would be happy to be wrong, but I have a funny feeling that both Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid will be out against the LA Rams. I have a feeling that we're just going to save those two for the Lions the following week. I just have a feeling. As far as Dawson Knox, he's been filling in those shoes as the number one tight end just fine. Same thing with Zach Davidson. He's certainly been stepping up when we needed him to. I just have a funny feeling where we're standing right now that I think that we are going to be without Keon and Kincaid once again on Sunday. That's just the vibe that I have been getting based off of how this team has been treating these injuries. Miss seeing my man Keon Coleman out on the field. Shout out to Maya in the chat. We have the Green Light channel saying agreed. I don't care what anybody says. We are about to romp the Los Angeles Rams. I certainly hope so, man. We certainly match up well against the LA Rams. No questions asked there. 47% Mafia to overtake SoFi Stadium. That number continues to grow. It continues to grow each and every single time. I absolutely love it. At least rap is good. That is a slept on take because I was absolutely freaking out about that as well. And it's funny because he was limited Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but he is a full go, right? I know some of us were thinking, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for Micah Hyde to go out there and do his damn thing. But sounds like that it was rap. And although that Hyde would be playing out of position, but is what it is. So right as we can see here, folks, we have 5 questionable designations for the game on Sunday. We're going to go out. I've already said that I believe Keon Coleman is going to be listed as inactive. And I also think that Dalton Kincaid will be listed as inactive. Here are the 2 that I do believe will be playing. Okay. I think Quentin Morris will play. It's definitely nice to see that he has a full designation on Friday. And I also think that Dwayne Carter and I also think that Tylen Grable will be activated since both of their 21-day practice windows are fastly approaching. If they do not end up being activated to the active roster, then they will have to be put on the IR for the remainder of the season. So I think it's trending up. I think there's a good opportunity of both having Dwayne Carter and Tylen Grable up coming off of the IR to begin with. So I am feeling fantastic about that. Rob Vasey tuning in from just east of Toronto. Go Bills. And I'll take that Kelly jersey in the giveaway, Dan. I even like the frame. Thanks for making that happen. I am not giving away that Kelly jersey. All right. I am not giving away the Kelly jersey. As much as I would like to, I had to keep something for myself, right? As many of you guys know, I'm doing a bunch of giveaways this year. This week's giveaway is a Christian Benford signed jersey. All right. So if any of you guys are interested, haven't joined already, have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel, and you have to leave a comment on this video after I am done being live. I'm going to pick a random video on YouTube during my live stream. I'm going to close my eyes, scroll real fast, and wherever my mouse ends up landing is going to be the winner during my live game reaction. I know you guys don't want to miss out on that. I still haven't heard from my boy Jermaine Harris as well. He won the Keon Coleman jersey, and I still haven't heard from him. I have followed up with him twice. I'm going to follow up with him again. I'm going to give him until Sunday to get back to me. I'm really, really hoping that my dude gets back to me, or otherwise we have another opportunity at the Keon Coleman jersey. We'll just run another giveaway with that one, baby. And then worst case scenario, if my boy Jermaine gets back to me, I'll send him something else. Nick Wright is going back to a Bills hater. He's predicting we lose the next 2 games. Listen, he's trying to manifest. He's trying to manifest his team into the first seed. I predict that the Kansas City Chiefs drop against the Chargers this Sunday night, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to lose against the Pittsburgh Steelers later on into the season. But that is a conversation for a different time. Did you hear that Jared Verse was limited today in practice as well? I'll tell you what's interesting is that we can actually look up. Let's take a look real fast because I'm actually curious to take a look at the Rams injury report. Let's take a look. All right, let me find this. This was 10 minutes ago. It just came out. Let's take a look. Right here is the Rams injury report, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look. Wow, Bed Bath & Beyond. Look at that. All right. All right. Where is the full report? Okay. Here we go. Okay, they have Tyler Higbee, their tight end, is officially out, ladies and gentlemen. He is officially out. And then KT Leviston, an offensive lineman with an ankle, is out, although he was a full participant, which is interesting. And Jared Verse is questionable. Jared Verse is questionable. That would be a massive hit. He has been a wonderful addition to this Rams team all year, really living up to the hype. But yeah, this dude right here, man, he is currently questionable. And then Alaric Jackson, offensive line foot, is questionable as well. So something to consider when it comes into this damn team. Real fast, folks. Here, let me go back to this Bills report. So something to think about. I hate Nick Wright. Somebody's coming in and saying, I can't get that jersey. I can get that jersey to Jermaine. Trust me. Oh my God. Urban is saying that's the one I wanted, the Coleman jersey. I mean, listen. All right, listen. I'm going to give Jermaine 2 more days and I'm going to follow up with him again. I am going to follow up with him again right after this stream. And then we'll see. But yeah, dude, like that Keon Coleman jersey is still hanging right in my closet. Just waiting to get his address so I could send it off to him. But I haven't heard anything from my boy. I can't stand Nick Wright. Guy is absolutely delusional. He loves Kermit way too much. Stafford is injured. Stafford, I haven't heard. I haven't seen him on the injury report or anything like that. But we will see. I think they'll sit Grable for the rest of the season because we need to make room on the roster to bring back Carter. And also when Smoot comes back, also brings in Hyde. 716, very interesting take. You're saying that we put Grable on the IR for the remainder of the year if he doesn't get through that 21-day practice window. It's interesting. Would rather go against the Lions than the Eagles. TD is a bum. We have Jamie coming in saying that TD is indeed a bum. We have if Stafford is still going to play through, they might regret that. If both come off of IR, who gets cut? Great question, Cammy Poo. Great question, Cammy Poo. Maybe Jordan Phillips, maybe Quentin Jefferson. I don't know. Lions are going to get exposed next weekend with or without Keon. Ugh, man, it's going to be a solid matchup. But we have one game against the LA Rams to make this happen. Hyde has 3 call-ups and playoffs. Everyone is available. We have Therese, ankle injury, but he said he will play. So we have Matthew Stafford potentially limited in mobility. Not that he is indeed at all a mobile quarterback. He has some injuries on the offensive line too, so that's something to consider. Guys, if you are just coming in, welcome to another stream. We are going over the injury report. We are having an open conversation. If you are new here and you are unfamiliar with what I do over here, I go live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5:15 p.m. EST, talking about everything and anything that has to do with the Buffalo Bills. So if that is your cup of tea, please do us a favor. Like this video, subscribe. We want 40,000 subscribers by the end of the NFL season. All right? Make it happen. And introduce yourself in the chat, too. Let us know what we are doing. We have 716 has limited yesterday, also Verse. All right, Nick effing Wright. That guy said on his podcast recently that Mahomes was the best player in the history of the NFL. I would ask him if he likes to insult the intelligence of his listeners. Nick wrong, right is a clown. We have smash that like button, turn on that notification bell, share the channel with your Mafia friends, and get them to join the channel. Hey, Buffalo hot sauce. It's been a while, man. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing fantastic today. I'm looking forward to Douglas covering Puka. It's going to be a hell of a matchup, that's for sure. And I also like Christian Benford in his matchup, but a Taron Johnson and Cooper Kupp matchup is going to be something to watch. That's for damn sure. Paint your man cave Bills blue with a red horizontal stripe. GK, look at that. I should do it, right? We basically have 112 people scared of the like button. Don't be scared. Smash it and help your boy Dan Mitchell out. Yeah, guys, that is right. Let's go ahead and pump this up to 100 like buttons. If you are watching, helps out the channel a lot. If, for example, you rock with what I do on a daily basis, that's all I ask for you, baby. That is all I ask for you. And so I'm not a YouTuber that sits here and like asks for super chats or begs for super chats. If, for example, you are interested in joining what we do over here, all I ask is that you just smash that like button and introduce yourself in the chat. I am that one person who was born in 1880. That is right, Maya. That is right. Is Stafford had an ankle injury with Milano? Mike White is him. Justin, Spicy Dano, what's going on with Keon? I just tuned in. We're sitting here just waiting and trying to understand if his wrist injury was that significant, why the hell was he not put on the IR in the first place? We just don't understand how significant it truly is. Maybe he plays. Maybe we're saving him. I think that's an entirely different question. We have King Jamie coming in saying, hi, how you doing? Buffalo Mafia from Miami. What's going on? DA on the beat is in here. He's rocking with us. We have Buffalo Hot Sauce. Doing well, Dan. Thanks. Grateful for life. I cannot complain. I absolutely love that. Yeah, Dan, you really do need to paint your cave, your stream into blue and red, bro. It would be awesome. I'll tell you what, it sounds like an off-season project, but I'm picking it up. I'm definitely picking it up. That's for sure. Even if Keon is out, you guys should still win. Absolutely. I am certainly not concerned about this Rams defense. And so especially with their inability to stop the run, and then also so is some of the question marks on the perimeter with their corners. Bills Rams score prediction. We got an Eagles fan in here. What's going on, B-Rix17? So I'll tell you what, dude, I'm going 31-21 Bills. 31-21 Bills. And I think I may be giving the Rams way too many points. And because I know that all right. So the Rams have only scored over 30 once this season. And when they played the Eagles, who allows about 19 points per game, so do the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to have to go with about 21 for the LA Rams. But 31, and a lot of people are predicting that Josh Allen is on the sideline of the fourth quarter in a baseball cap. We have Lightning Bear probably saving him for Detroit, and Samuel has been playing good. We have the Fishing Magician. Is there a player on the couch? Should the Bills pick up before the playoffs? Thoughts? So I'll tell you what, man. So I think we went couch fishing. So enough so far. So I think we got the best possible player available that was on the couch, and that just so happened to be Micah Hyde. And so I feel like we're okay. Of course, considering that we stay healthy through that remaining stretch of 5 games. I could see that. Sufi is coming in. All right. And so who do you think will be in the Super Bowl this year? I am calling the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Bills and the Eagles. That is my prediction. Was the Bills and the Lions, but I just don't trust the injuries right on their defensive side of the football anymore. I don't. Thanks a lot, Poyer, for injuring our boy. Super classy. Happy Wolverine. It's been a while. Listen, man, I have been seeing a lot of homies that I haven't seen all season, but they're back in, and I love it. Happy Wolverine. What's going on? Hope all is well. Lightning Bear, Bills Ram 38-24. Spin is coming in. Can someone give Samuel a foot transplant for the love of God? I will send my foot over personally. F that. 164 watching. Best be 164 likes. Hey, man, is what it is. Listen, I understand that smashing the like button is a physical toll. It is very difficult for people to do that. It's a lot of effort. So to hit a button, and that takes less than a millisecond to hit. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Come on, smash that like button. Hey, guys, I appreciate you. Bills Lions Super Bowl will feed families. I would love that Super Bowl matchup, but like I said, so I think this Eagles team is going to be absolutely on fire moving forward. I really see it. That was my Super Bowl prediction, is Bills versus Eagles 2. Once a Bill, always a Bill. 30-10. I suck at picking scores, but I feel like the Bills will win handedly. Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no questions whatsoever. 169 of you on YouTube right now, 147 of you on X. I do want to remind everybody that I am giving away this signed Christian Benford jersey. If you want to be a part of my signed giveaways, folks, have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel and also have to leave a comment on this video once it is over. After that Christian Benford jersey is given away, I have a signed Taron Johnson jersey. I have a signed Gregory Rousseau jersey. I have a signed Dalton Kincaid rookie card. And if my boy Jermaine Harris does not accept his Keon Coleman jersey, so within the next 2 days, then I will also have that same Keon Coleman jersey that we will just run again for another giveaway. And say that Harris does get back to me eventually, I'll probably just send him just like a regular jersey with no signature whatsoever. Is what it is. Eagles, Lions, and okay, so the Eagles and the Lions NFC Championship would absolutely be crazy. I definitely see this Lions team making it to the NFC Championship. That is for damn sure. Love you, bro. You've been making nice gains, growing the channel, and quite frankly, the sky is the limit. Happy Wolverine. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. We've certainly accomplished quite a bit this season. Our goal right now, our goal is 40,000 by the end of the NFL season. So hoping for the best. Keon has a wrist injury from Joe Wrist, R-I-S-T, is coming on in. That actually reminds me of what's going on, right? Like, so my boy Dwayne, he gave me a pretty good idea. All right. So from now on, when trolls come in, so I'm not reading the comments anymore, right? Like, if a troll wants to have me read the comment, he's got to pay. He's got to send a super chat. Trolls, I am only reading your comments from now on if it's in super chat form. Look at that. It's called the troll toll, baby. It's called the troll toll. That's what we're going to be doing. I think Knox is doing awesome out there. Let Kincaid sit another week or so. So, I mean, honestly, Bella, so when you look at it, a knee injury is not something to mess around with. Yes, it's a PCL. It's not like nearly as dangerous as an ACL or an MCL, but I'm fine with erring on the side of caution. Only resting Coleman for our rough finish to the year. It's going to be hard to hold on to the first seed. Knox has definitely been balling out lately. Keep him in. Bills win 37-9. The troll toll. Indeed, folks. We have a troll toll on the channel from now on. I am not reading any trolls comments unless it's paid, baby. Unless it's paid, dog. Super chats. I'm only reading trolls comments if it's in super chat form from now on. I'm monetizing the haters, baby. Let me see. Dan, not to shift the topics here, but what's the real main reason we brought Hyde back? Cody, great question. It's clearly an insurance policy sort of move, right? I think it's apparent right to this coaching staff, and they remember exactly what happened last year while we were in the playoffs, and we were like dealing with third and fourth string players, specifically right within the linebacker position, all over our defense. I feel like Sean McDermott brought him back for worst case scenario, not to replace DeMar Hamlin, not to replace Rapp, or not to replace Cole Bishop, like not to teach Cole Bishop something. No, he is quite literally just here for an insurance policy in case that there is some sort of injury and or just a massive drop off, you know, from one of our current starters. That's kind of where we're at. And the problem with Kansas is they barely lose at home. Hey, Dan, my cousin just declared for the NFL draft Tyrese Fearbray. Hopefully the Bills can get him at defensive end. Just dropped in to say that. I'm about to look this guy up right now. I'm about to look this dude up right now, bro. Dude, that's absolutely sick. NFL draft buzz. I'm actually curious to see what we got right here. Full transparency, I don't watch enough college football. I typically wait for the bowl season, and then I also wait until after the Super Bowl for me to really start diving into prospects. But since one of our viewers right here is related to somebody that was just related to somebody that is entered into the draft, now I'm curious to see what we got. So this is my favorite website. Let me see. Tyrese Let me see. Fearbury. Mitch Fearbury. Let me see. Hold up. I'm going to find him. Maybe he's not in yet, but let me double check. Fearbury. Got it. Kentucky. He's a redshirt freshman. Wildcat linebacker. Edge rusher. Here he is. Now, where's our dude? 6'5", 242. Oh, is that him? Right here? Oh, is that the dude? I love it. I love it. I love it. Yo, dude, listen, I am definitely going to take a look at what our guy's been doing right over here. This is a beautiful thing. Shout out to the guy, man. Shout out to the guy. Buffalo, pick my dude up. All right. So do you have a favorite college team? I root for Michigan. So I grew up when I was a kid. My uncle lives about like 30 minutes outside of Athens, Georgia. So he took me to quite a few Georgia Bulldogs games, like when I was like a kid. So I guess Georgia, but like I don't like telling people that because people are like, "Oh, you're a bandwagon dude," blah blah blah. I feel like I just enjoy the sport, and so in general, and then like me growing up in Buffalo, like just it's not really big out in Buffalo as far as college football, right? It's just NFL, right? So is what it is. We have Belarus, King Jamie, not as cold as Buffalo. Fearbury is a great last name. We have Maya coming in the chat. My cousin is going to Northern Illinois for football. Liam Rousseau. Super excited to see these prospects, man. I really am. We have Hill Slayers coming in. I don't usually, but I want to get super lit for the victory. We have to. We absolutely have to. Do we genuinely feel like Buffalo can go to the Super Bowl? I want to believe it could happen. So I'll tell you what. So I've been talking to quite a few people that were, so I'd say like right in their 20s and or a teenager during the 90s for the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl runs. And about 80% of the people that I ask of how would you compare this team to where they were in the 90s this last time? Almost each and every single one of them said that they are having the exact same feeling of those 90s teams by itself. I think the record speaks for itself. So now that we're 10-2 for the first time since 1991, I would say, in my opinion, say that we don't make it to the Super Bowl plus win it. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I am not entirely sure that we should be happy whatsoever. That would be a massive disappointment if we don't make it and win the entire thing. Because I have a gut feeling that this is the best roster, best team that this, I'd say, organization has ever put together. It's a bold take. I know it is. But here we are. Thoughts on Thursday Night Football? I think the Packers got robbed last night, like with that pick play call. But solid game. I'm super excited to see how we stack up against the Lions. Was Coleman still in a non-red contact jersey or a red non-contact? He was. We are not the Jets, Pats, or Miami. Don't be looking at the draft. JK. We have Urban coming in. He's saying, so the Alma, Georgia fan also, damn, but I know upstate New York, Rochester, Buffalo, so the college football team most people like is Syracuse. Donovan McNabb. It would be awesome if Alaska had a team, right? Von Miller sack to send the Bills to the Super Bowl. Book it. So an AFC championship sack for Von Miller. I feel like that would be absolute storybook. If the Bills go to the Super Bowl, are you flying up to Buffalo to watch it? I am from South Florida. So I think you mean, so would I fly up for the parade? I definitely would. So would I go to the Super Bowl? I might be there with media credentials. But yes, I am planning on going to the Super Bowl, whether the Bills are there or not. And did you play football when you were little? I did. My friend. I was a linebacker. Dan, are you going to be in Miami on Sunday? Cat? No, I am not, unfortunately. I wanted to be, but so I'm obviously super pasty. So like right as you guys can see. So I had this thing called basal cell carcinoma on my back, right? And I had to get it sliced off. And my doctor said that I shouldn't be like hopping on a plane because it's in a very sensitive area, or my dermatologist rather. So I had to have a little procedure done. I am on the IR. I am on the injured reserve. I did not travel with the team, if you know what I mean. I wanted to be there, but unfortunately, we couldn't make it happen. So I just have to take it easy per doctor's orders. Hopefully, the Bills don't piss me off and I rip my stitches open on Sunday. That's what I'm hoping for the most part. EJ is saying, definitely, I love Syracuse. I was born in Syracuse. I want to meet you, Dan, at the Bills Super Bowl parade. Man, hopefully it is all well. Whatever happens this season, should the Bills keep head coach Sean McDermott, it's not a matter of if. I feel like so it's a matter of what are the owners going to do, and I think that there's no way that they'd let him go, especially with all the departures that we had, and like he led us to 10-2 at this point. I feel like he's already cemented at least like next year as far as what we are considering. Dan, you were such a big Bills fan. Why don't you move back to Buffalo? Oh, man. I'll tell you what. And so I feel like I have adjusted right to the Florida weather too much for me to survive up there. You know what I mean? So I'm still up there a bit. And so my entire extended family is still up there. So I am up there quite a bit visiting, but we shall see. We have Jenny saying, wish you well, Dan. Oh, listen, I'm good. I'm good. But thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate that. I am fine. I'm good. I'm just stitched up, baby. That's all I am. Dan, find me at the parade. I will share my crack cocaine lace blunt with you. Wow. Wow. I just had back surgery recently, had a spinal stimulator put in. Jason, damn, man. Listen, I certainly hope that you are recovering nicely, my friend. My surgery was definitely not quite as bad. I remember watching Jim Kelly play. He was awesome. And so the way I see it, win or lose, he went to 4 big shows in a row. He was the toughest man to play quarterback in my lifetime and do it clean. I absolutely love that. And do you have a favorite college team? Say that you're from Syracuse. Is it Syracuse? I am not from Syracuse. I am from Buffalo. I was born there. And then I would say that it's probably the Georgia Bulldogs because summers I would spend time with my uncle that lived in a town about a half hour away from Athens, Georgia. And he took me to like a bunch of games when I was down there, or like at least practices. So I would say Georgia for that reason, but I don't really watch a lot. So unless like say that massive game, I will. Playoffs, I will, etc. But I need to go ahead and get back into college football. Sorry you missed the trip, but heal up quick, brother. Hey, man, I'm going to be good. We're supposed to be slicing them out on Wednesday. So we'll be pretty solid, man. We'll be good to go. Dan, Poyer drove to Baltimore. You can't drive to Miami. Oh, my God. I suppose that I could. Team back from the 90s were not disciplined and were big into drinking and partying. I hope them dudes stay sober. That's for sure. I just got accepted to Georgia to Calvin. Congratulations. Go Dogs, my friend. Congratulations. Fun college. But be careful of Millage Avenue. That place will suck you in, my friend. It will suck you in. Great college town. Great tailgates. I promise. You will not be upset with that choice. All right. So we have a Buffalo hot sauce, Dan. And so do you have a favorite baseball/basketball team? So when I was a kid, I rooted for the Yankees, right? But I mean, I'll be honest with you, I completely have stepped away from baseball. Yeah. And as far as basketball, no, I am a free agent. And so I'm a free agent at this point, boys. I'm a free agent. Broken wrist, damn. Well, the good thing is John Marlowe is that he's probably all healed up by now, right? We have Hill Slayer coming in. My buddy got pistol whipped in Athens. Look at that. It builds character, ladies and gents. I heard something about TD Finstock was getting owned a few streams ago. Is that true? He was. By Dwayne. By DF Forever. What's with all the Bills' wrist injuries anyway this season? So I'll tell you what, it is a league plague. It is certainly not just the Buffalo Bills, unfortunately. GM 360. So, Dan, someone told me that the Bills had 4 chances to win the Super Bowl and we don't deserve to go back. What do you think about that? say that that person's your friend, never speak to them again because they're a moron. I'm just kidding, but it is very stupid. Absolutely dumb. Red pill TMB. That relationship right between Terry, Sean McDermott, and Brandon Beane is unbreakable. It is. It is. Smash that like button. Maya's coming in. Team check. Bills College. We have Notre Dame for college football. We have MLB St. Louis Cardinals, NHL the St. Louis Blues, and the NBA the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ooh, I love that. Hey, Dan, what's going on? Sorry, haven't been here for a little. Dude, listen, man, I am always here. I am always here Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST and 5:15 p.m. EST. And you are always welcome whenever you can make it, my friend. But all right, guys, listen, I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to call it. I definitely appreciate you tuning in. Again, this is powered by BetUS. Go check out their website. Use code YouTube150, matching 150% of your first deposit all the way up to $2,000, and get in on some of the lines. Reminder, all right, I am giving away that signed Christian Benford jersey on Sunday during my live game reaction, my live play-by-play reaction against the LA Rams on Sunday. If you want to be a part of my giveaways, you have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel, have to leave a comment on this video once it is all said and done. Love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I might be live tomorrow at some point, maybe, but I will see you soon. Deuces.